Hey, how's it going, everybody? How is it going? All right. Uh, Rhythm and Riptide, if you guys want to, can I? Yeah, yeah. Just request the mic, and I'll shoot you an invite to come up and speak. Awesome. How's it going, guys?
Good morning. Yeah,
Pretty good. How you
I'm
doing?
good.
Good morning. It's pretty late in the evening here.
Yep.
Yeah, 9 a.m.
Dang. Okay. I didn't realize it was that much of a time difference, but it's a good thing that like this time kind of works for both of us. And I
Well,
think
what's crazier than that is it's actually 9 a.m. on Friday for him.
that is crazy to think about.
Yeah.
It's Good
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah, that's like so do you share the same time as like Japan?
No, I think Japan's about an hour or two different to
Okay.
us.
Okay. Shan, if you want to come up and speak too, I know that you're no longer a part of the team, but like you probably still have a lot of great information. If you want to come up and speak, you can too. Just request the mic. We'll wait just all right, cool. She requested. We'll wait for a few more people to Hey Shan, what's up?
Hey, hang on, I'll just switch to push to talk so you don't get my bird screeching down your ears the whole time.
Okay. Thanks.
Sorry, I just have to leave this chat and come in through another one. I'll be right back.
All right. By the way, I'm recording this AMA tonight so that I can throw it up on our YouTube channel afterwards. So I didn't want to enlightened. If you want to come up and speak too, man, just request the mic and I'll pull you up.
Good luck with that.
Doesn't speak, does he?
No.
Yeah,
One day we will make it happen.
yeah. Well, it's the same with Blizz. He doesn't do voice chats either.
Yes. Yes, for now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've spoken to him like personally a couple of times. Yo, Tim, come up here. Is Graylin? I'm not familiar with that name. What's his Is he a team
He's just a
member?
community member.
Okay.
No, he's like
He's part of the
super
community.
involved in a bunch of projects though. Like he's super active. A lot
Gotcha.
of stuff.
Okay, so for now, we're just gonna chat for a little while, and then I'm gonna open it up to questions, Graylin. And you can come up at that time and ask whatever questions you guys want. We also have the AMA questions. So directly under the AMA questions uh, group on the left hand side, directly below that is Cosmic Universe, and you can ask your AMA questions for Cosmic Universe in that chat on the left hand side if you guys prefer text chat. But yeah, thank you guys so much for letting us host you for this AMA. Like, I'm super excited to be partnered with you guys. I I mean, I've been involved with Cosmic Universe since almost day one, actually. I was a silent investor in it very early on. And yeah, like since then, it has grown exponentially. Like Cosmic Universe is way bigger than I thought it ever would be, and I'm super happy about that. So thank you guys so much for taking a little bit of time out of your day to come and chat with us.
Thanks for having us. It should be good.
Yeah, absolutely. What's up, Shan? Riptide Rhythm?
How's it going,
Hey,
dude?
Yo, Cheesy, if you want to come up and grab the mic as well, feel free to, man. I see you down there. So yeah, we're going to start off with a couple of questions that I put together myself. And from there, we're just going to have it like a free flowing conversation. And then we're going to open it up to questions for the chat. But first of all, I'd like you guys to like introduce yourselves and what part you play on the Cosmic team. And then if one of you would like to share with, maybe there's some people in here that don't know what Cosmic Universe is. I highly doubt it, but this is going to be recorded. So, somebody might see it that doesn't know what Cosmic Universe is. Could you guys explain to them exactly what Cosmic Universe is?
Yeah. So I'm Rip. I guess I'm writing all of the lore, the background, the stories that go into making up the world of Cosmic Universe. So I'm designing all the quests along with another one of our team members, Matt. And I do a bit of the game design as well, so I'm sort of helping out with some of that stuff. Yeah, that's what I do.
You want to give a intro for the project? You're probably the best suited for that, I would imagine.
Yeah, okay. So Cosmic Universe is going to be an open world MMO. So there's going to be just a free open world where players can wander around, mingle with other players, take part in quests, progress through the storyline, and then the main function of the game is going to be to build and develop on land that the player owns. And so all the structures and things that you build and create on the land, all of that will be NFTs as well. So everything that you play with and on will be player owned. That's pretty much it in a nutshell, I think.
Yeah, I think that was perfect. Rhythm, go ahead, man. Introduce yourself.
Yeah, sounds good. So yeah, I'm Rhythm. My role at Cosmic Universe is kind of a difficult one to explain. I do like a lot of things, and some of it formally, some of it not so formally. But I'm called a technical advisor at the moment. So I work full time as a software developer, like outside of like crypto projects and stuff. So that's kind of my background. So really any sorts of like development stuff, I've been kind of like weighing in on certain like technical decisions and stuff. But I've also been really kind of involved on like the community side. So like moderation and like just keeping an eye on like Discord, Reddit. So yeah, I'm usually pretty active in that capacity, more so than probably the other side at the moment.
Yeah, dude, like I always see you active in the chat. Like you're one of the first names that I picture in the Discord or on Reddit whenever I think of Cosmic Universe. So it is kind of funny that you have like such a technical background, but like you're so involved in the community itself. It's kind of cool to see. And then Shan,
Yeah, originally. Oh, go ahead.
no, I'm sorry. Finish.
Well, originally I wasn't even gonna get that involved on the tech side of the project, just because I was like pretty concerned about like burning myself out if I was doing too many, like, I don't know, just the mental fatigue of like doing too many projects at the same time. But like, it was kind of something I was really excited and happy to be like working on the community side, but it's just such an interesting project as well. So like, I'm kind of getting more and more interested on the technical like side of things because
You got sucked
it's
in.
just really cool what we're building. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Blizz was like, "Hey, I want to show you something really cool," and you were like, "Oh, okay, yeah. That's pretty cool. I'll get involved."
Yeah, it's really awesome stuff. Also, if anyone here didn't have a chance to attend the AMA we had, I forget when it was, like maybe a month or so ago. We did one with one of the game developers, and like, yeah, there's just some really, really talented people on the development team. amazing what some of these people are capable of doing.
Yeah, dude, that AMA was awesome. I got to sit in on that one for a little while and really listen to the development side, and that was really cool to hear because you you think of like an MMO and all of the development that takes place, and then you think about like the size of y'all's team and the fact that y'all are having to implement crypto aspects as well into the development of an MMORPG, which is already extremely difficult to develop. So, like, how many people are on the team right now as far as the development side goes?
Uh,
It was about like 10, 15 or so.
yeah,
I don't have
think
an exact
20
number.
yet. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly, but I think it's about. I think it's less than 20. I think it's 15 to 20.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
that sounds about right.
that is a super small team, and you guys like are building something amazing. And it feels like you guys are moving at a very quick pace considering like the like task at hand. So like I know the 3D modeling for the NFTs took a while, and nothing like there's a lot that was held up by that, but you guys are like pretty much done with that now, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it's
Saturday is. Sorry, Rhythm, you want to go?
no, you go.
Saturday is when you can exchange your 2D wizards for 3D wizards, so they're all finished and completed. And we're just setting up the front end for the exchange for that. It's basically all done. It's just a matter of implementing it, I think. That's all
Yeah,
Michael
that's
Brain stuff that I don't really know.
dude, that's amazing. Like I went on the website earlier and I saw the button for it. Obviously it's grayed out right now because you can't do it yet, but like it's already built into the website, and you can like on Saturday whenever it becomes available, you'll be able to just go and push that button and exchange your is it an exchange? Like is that what you guys are calling it?
I guess it's like a trade-in, really, isn't it? Like you're essentially trading in your existing 2D wizard. You're getting a 3D wizard NFT as well as a 2D version. It's like it's going to be an item within the game that you can um, hang on your wall in your house or whatever. And wizards are the only ones that are going to have those 2D sort of collector's items. They're not going to have any utility. They're not going to be playable characters, but it's just a cool little collection to have.
Yeah, like I'm really looking forward to that cuz we've got a couple for Cerebral Gaming, and I'll be trading those in for Cerebral Gaming. But I also have a couple of my own, and I can't wait to see what they look like as 3D characters. Like I saw the ones that are available like for the preview, and those look phenomenal. The work that they put in for those, and then also finding out this week. It was this week, right? That you guys announced Unreal Engine 5.
Yeah, yep. So we talked about it since Unreal 5 came out, and it was pretty much a no-brainer. It was yeah. There's not really many downsides to using. In fact, I don't think there is one to use Unreal 5 compared to Unreal 4. So yeah, it was pretty straightforward decision to transition.
Like what is that transition though, Rhythm? Like as a from a technical side, how difficult is it to take something that you were building on 4 and merge it to 5?
So that is definitely more of like a Dragoslav sort of question. He's like the Unreal expert, but from my understanding, it wasn't too much for them. Like it didn't like delay things or anything like that. So yeah, I think the machine that you need to actually develop with needs like significantly better hardware to like actually run the software to run Unreal and all that. But yeah, from my understanding, it wasn't too bad to switch over.
That's cool. So it's going to provide better graphics for all of the players. And like, how exactly is that going to work for like the browser based game? Because I know there's going to be a downloadable client and a browser based version. Is Unreal Engine 5 going to change anything for the browser based version?
So I don't think I'm pretty sure, Rhythm, you can probably chime in as well, but I'm pretty sure that the whole thing is going to be a downloadable client. I don't think there's going to be a game playable within a browser. It's too complex for a browser-based game. Pretty sure
Yeah,
that's
so they're doing everything they can to like reduce the poly count on all the models and to get it to run really smoothly on all sorts of different hardware. I think the browser based like version of it is kind of like a stretch goal. Like we're not 100% sure that that's even going to be possible yet. So we're trying to make it. Everything is being optimized as well as we can do it and still have things look good. But um, hopefully the browser version will be able to be a thing someday, but definitely not like at launch.
Okay, interesting. And then like going through the white paper and everything, um, I think everybody here that is involved in Cosmic Universe knows that you need an NFT of either a wizard or no, you need both a land plot and a wizard in order to play in this first world. Um, in the future, is there going to be any implementation of free to play in any aspect of the game?
so we've talked about free to play, and at the moment, our plans are actually that if you only have a wizard, you can still play. It's just a large chunk of the game won't be accessible to you because you need land for a lot of it. And so if you only have a wizard, you can still log in and run around the world, but you won't have land that you can go to and build on. Harvesting resources will give you less than players who own land, stuff like that. So it's still accessible, but yeah, it's just a very um, limited version that you can access without land. As for the free to play, we've talked about that as a goal down the track as well, kind of like a introductory thing where it can show off part of what we're building, get people into it without having to shell out anything. And I guess part of that is also the rental system as well. So people will be able to rent wizards land so that they can take part in it without actually outlaying any money as well. So yeah, we've got a couple of different options with where we can go with that.
There have
Also,
also been some talks about possibly having a system to where if you don't even have like a character NFT, you could still like join into the world, but you would be kind of limited where you can go, and it would mostly be just so that you could use like the built-in exchange in the game.
Right.
So almost kind of like a DeFi Kingdoms type thing. If you could only access like the trader, for example, or something like that. Um, so yeah, that's kind of a TBD sort of thing. But yeah, there were talks about having the people like kind of show up as like ghosts or like something like kind of like transparent or so that they don't look at exactly the same. You can kind of tell like who's actually playing a wizard character versus like people who are just kind of like floating in to actually use it, like the exchange and stuff.
it could be like a wisp, like in early World of Warcraft days.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, something like that. But yeah, we haven't really locked any of that kind of stuff in yet. It's just kind of ideas we've been spitballing with earlier.
Yeah, and like also you guys have a lot that you could do with like the guild system. Like if somebody's a part of a guild and they only own a wizard NFT, like could the guild technically say like if you're a part of our guild, then you can use our lands like it's your own? Could a guild do something like that?
Um, I don't know. Like, I think there could be a lot of cool utility around guilds. We haven't sort of worked out any functionality or anything, but definitely like thoughts around that include like sharing land and resources and having like pools of resources and things like that. So, I mean, that's not going to be like part of like our alpha even. So like we've got other stuff like the core gameplay that needs to get sorted out and structured first. But once that's done, I think adding on things like guilds and sort of group activities and things definitely is something we want to do because it's a social game, right? Like we want people to interact with other people.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna point out. Like the social aspect of the game is gonna be a huge part of what's gonna drive people to actually play.
Yeah.
Obviously, earning is going to be a pretty heavy motivator as well. But things like guilds, I'm extremely excited about like implementing something like that. Just in games I've played in the past, that's always been like, the things that I remember are like, the dungeons and the raids that I've done with my guild mates, and it's a huge part of games like this. So um, a lot of details to still be worked out, but it's definitely going to be a thing at some point.
100%.
Exactly. I love that. And I love that you guys like are focused on the like community aspect of it, because I think that's why World of Warcraft was so successful in its early days, is because it really brought the community together. Like, in order for you to group up with people, you had to type in chat and say, "Hey, looking for group." And then you had to meet at a certain location in order to go into that dungeon or whatever it was that you were doing, whether you wanted to go like meet up for a battleground or any of those activities. Like, you really had to draw in the community to do that. And so I think that's what makes MMORPGs really successful. So if you can implement something like that into the game, the fact that it's play to earn is obviously going to make it successful. But if you can tie in the community aspect as well, it's going to be super successful.
Right. And that's why like we're sort of going with the language play and earn, because we don't want it to be the driving force of playing the game is not to earn money. We want it to be like a fun game that you play with friends and you just happen to earn money from it. Like that's the difference in philosophy for us.
Yeah, that's great, dude. Like, coming from a competitive gamer, like I'm a huge competitive gamer when it comes to games like World of Warcraft and things like that. What is the PvP landscape gonna look like in Cosmic Universe?
I think there's going to be quite a variety of things that you can do with PvP. So I think most people know that we're not having like a traditional like wizards killing wizards and things like that. It's less violent. It's more about building and working together and that sort of thing. But we have talked about different things because competition's fun, right? Like competing against other people and having battles, I guess. So we've got a couple of different options. I'm not sure how many of those options I'm allowed to talk about, actually.
Just yeah.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah, no, if you can't talk about it, it's fine. Let me ask you this.
Well, a lot of stuff hasn't been decided on yet, and it's
Okay.
still
that
kind of up
as
in the
well,
air too.
which is
Gotcha.
why we can't talk about it. Yeah.
Gotcha. But there is going to be, so like, just to answer this, there is going to be like a competitive aspect of PvP implemented into the game, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I think that's so. When it comes to games like this, you've got two different types of players. Well, really three. You've got casual gamers that just love logging in and like getting achievements, like they're the achievement whores. Then you've got I guess there's 4. You've got completionists, you've got PvPers, and you've got PvEers. So like I am definitely the PvP type, and that's the part that I'm looking forward to the most. So like in the alpha that's going to be coming out, what can we expect in that gameplay? Like, is that going to be more of like focusing on like the gathering and things like that, like building out your land? Like, what are we going to see in the alpha?
You
You're spot
mean,
on. That's
yeah,
exactly what the focus is going to be up front,
Okay. And
like
that
gathering and building and stuff. Yeah.
okay. And that we're going to see next month, right?
the pre-alpha,
Yeah.
that's the current schedule. Yeah, that's what we're thinking, unless there's any unforeseen delays.
Awesome. That would be so cool to be able to see it next month. I know like people have been patiently waiting, some not so patient, but I think everybody just wants to see the game and be able to play it and touch it and feel around.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, that covers like all of the things that I had to ask that I felt like were important questions to really cover in today's AMA. Did you guys like want to like talk about anything specific as far as the development goes, or like any community events that you guys are going to be having, or like any type of announcements that you guys wanted to make to the viewers?
Well, I guess the first one is the you mentioned the alpha that's coming next month, and like wanting to have people, everyone's wanting to like get involved, get into the game and start playing it, right? Like, so for that, we're actually building a demo which is coming out before the pre-alpha that everyone will be able to play. It's not a multiplayer, like it's just you'll be able to test out the mechanics that will, like the very basic mechanics in the game, and so that is a playable single player demo. So that's coming first. So I thought that was worth mentioning so that people can actually have a taste of what it's going to be like in the actual game when that's playable.
Awesome.
And then yeah, I guess for the alpha that we're talking about, the initial like pre-alpha that we're going to be releasing is going to be like pretty limited as far as the amount of people who are going to be able to play it. So I guess just to establish like proper expectations, we're currently planning on having like 100 players playing it concurrently. So like it's going to be very competitive to get into that, and we'll probably have like a sign up form and um, you know try to choose people who have been pretty active and really interested in the project and stuff, and try to get like a good diverse group of opinions and people looking at it. Um, so yeah, I guess just definitely keep that in mind. But also, um, yeah, just wanted to say thanks to everyone for supporting the project, and thanks for the patience. I know in crypto things move pretty quickly, with a lot of projects and stuff, and what we're building is pretty ambitious and pretty large. So um, things just naturally are going to take longer, and sometimes we just have to wait until there's enough time for us to actually develop things. But yeah, we appreciate the support and the patience while we keep building. It's been a lot of work, but I'm really excited for the coming months because it's
Yeah,
some cool stuff.
that's when things are starting to really, everyone's going to see the progress that we're making in the background actually come to something visible. So yeah, that's going to be exciting.
Yeah, dude. And I'm gonna put you guys on the spot real quick here. Is there any way that Cerebral Gaming could get like 2 or 3 of those spots on the list of 100 that we could do a giveaway for?
You can always put in an application.
All right. All right, I'll talk to Blizz.
Yeah, I'm
He-
sure.
he-
I'm sure
he's-
he'll be able
he's-
to
Yeah, I'm sure
hook
he
you up
will
with
too.
some spots for it.
All right, you heard
We've
it
already
here
given
first,
out. Was it
guys.
just? I think we gave out 2 already in the
Yeah, we have.
party when we minted out of wizards and stuff.
Nice.
But those are the only ones we've given out so far.
Who were they? Are they in the crowd right now?
Oh man,
We've got
I
it
don't
written down
remember.
somewhere, but I don't know if
Did we actually find out like who in Discord they were, or do we just have like wild addresses still?
No, I think I'm pretty sure we got them from Discord
Oh yeah, we did. That's
because
right.
they were competitions. I think Discord competitions.
I'm losing it.
I just noticed a question in the Cosmic Universe channel about the gameplay demo. It will be Unreal Engine 5 as well.
Awesome. That'll be cool to see.
Yeah.
Tim, did you have any questions for the team, man?
No, you guys covered everything. I guess this has nothing to do with this AMA, but if you guys want to come on my Harmony Hangouts Twitter space as a guest, like whichever one of you, mean Rhythm, whoever, get a hold of me. Same for you, Shan, for the other project. Get you guys lined up if you want. It's starting to gain a lot of traction and a lot of participation. So
Yeah, for sure. We'll get it sorted.
Yeah, Tim and Jim have been having a lot of fun with their Wednesday nights. Like, it's a good time. It really is. Shan,
Yeah, I joined a few of those early on and really enjoyed them. So I'm gonna have to start going to those again.
yeah, dude.
I know, man. I noticed that you hadn't been attending. I was like, I don't know what's up with Rhythm. Does he not like me anymore or what?
I've been so busy. I don't hate you.
By the way, to everybody listening, this guy's also like a good validator. So if you got extra one stuff, throw him his way.
True.
Don't make me blush. I'm a mediocre validator at best.
So Shan, I was really upset to see you go from the Cosmic Universe team because like I kind of felt like you were part of the glue that held the community together. Like whenever people were like raging in the chat at times, like I always saw you like calming them down and like being the peacemaker. So like whenever I saw that you were leaving the project, I mean, I was really excited for you because I love the new project that you're a part of, but it definitely was a blow to the Cosmic Universe team, I feel like.
Yeah. For the past 3 weeks, really, I've been kind of MIA and I've been feeling really, really guilty about it. I feel like they deserve somebody that can dedicate the time to be there. They've had Yuma and Cheesy step up and Peppy and Snotty Waffle as helpers, and they've been really smashing it. But yeah, it was really sad. Tears came a little bit. Eyes got a little bit sweaty when I left. But
You say your
I
eyes
feel
got
like
sweaty?
yeah, my eyes got
Sweaty
sweaty.
eyes.
Yeah. But I think this is for the best for both teams to have my time not split up between the two. And I feel like the CU team is really, really strong and they've got people they can promote into that position. And I think that I probably won't be as missed as I hope to be.
No, I won't miss you.
For sure.
Yeah. I'll be in there all the time shit posting.
Hell yeah.
And I probably won't be able to
ban you.
help myself from going in and trying to keep the peace if there's FUD in there as well. Realistically.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ban you. It's unnatural seeing your name not be purple. It's just not right.
It is weird. I was thinking the same thing the other day. Like, so I hadn't read your post in the team chat yet, and like your name wasn't purple, and I was like, wait, what happened? And then I scrolled up and I read like your goodbye post, and I was like, dang. But like, I do think that the Cosmic team is very strong, and like you can see that in the team chat. I am also really excited though about Knights and Peasants. That's another project that Cerebral Gaming wants to really get involved with. So it's cool to see like so much of the community involved in both projects as well. Like I think it's got a really strong backing, and Cosmic Universe, like I feel like Cosmic Universe is like growing by the day. Do you guys like keep metrics on how many people are joining y'all's Discord server every day?
Yeah, I think that stuff is generally included in the weekly wizards.
You're right. I just thought about that. Yeah. Let's see what you guys are at this week. So 100 new followers on Twitter this week. That's pretty awesome. Y'all lost some followers in Discord, but I think that's pretty normal, right? Like it just fluctuates up and down whenever there's different news.
Yeah, it's so since the land mint, it's been like going up a little bit, going down a little bit. It's been pretty like stagnant as far as like the growth of it. We have gotten some new community members and stuff, but like we also have bots that like remove bot accounts and like monitor for like Discord raids and stuff like that. So yeah, like the number goes up and then it goes down and then it goes up, and so I think the next time we actually have something like to release or like when the demo comes out or something, well, I'm sure that number will start going up pretty quickly again.
Oh yeah. Like I think
And we'll be really busy.
yeah. And
Yeah.
dude, the not only that, not only are y'all going to have like a spurt of like a bunch of people joining, I think the token price is probably going to go up around that time as well, because people are going to be able to see something tangible.
Maybe. Like I don't really. I've stopped guessing what tokens are gonna do. So like yeah, I've got no idea in reality what's gonna happen, but what I think will affect it, I can say, I think, is news like that, but also like seeing utility. So
Yeah.
once people know that like, you know, their wizards have some function, and they can see that function in practice, then yeah, that's I think when we're really going to see some positive action.
Yeah, and then also the launch of OneFi, right? Like people are going to be able to start using the LPs on OneFi as soon as that's available, and Magic and Cosmic are going to be able to be farmed again, correct?
On OneFi?
Yeah.
There's going to be the same liquidity pools that are currently available on LootSwap are going to be moved over there. And there should also be like some single staking options. I don't know if NFT staking is going to be available at launch. I don't believe it will be, but at
No.
some point you should be able to stake like wizards and lands and stuff on there as well. But that's currently the game plan.
That's awesome. That's really cool. Especially for like projects and like groups like ours. Like we have all of these land plots. I say all. We only have 6, which we probably should pick some up while they're still cheap. But like, there's no way that a project like ours can play on all of that land all at the same time. So it's smart to just be able to stake that and earn some passive revenue.
Yeah, right. And you should
Yeah.
be able to stake. Well, you will be able to stake before the game's release as well. So
That's super cool. Awesome. So we'll open it up to questions now because we're over halfway through the AMA, but yeah, it looks like we've already got questions going. So the first one was, you already answered the will the gameplay demo be made using Unreal Engine 5. What's the most challenging aspect of developing Cosmic Universe?
I think he answered that in the question. It's the enormous scope of it. So because it is so big, there are a lot of interconnecting parts and relating those to each other and working out how they all balance together and work with each other, and that I think is the hardest part from my perspective anyway, like game designing and whatever.
Yeah. Okay, guys, if y'all have a question for the Cosmic Universe team, please put them in the Cosmic Universe tab on the left. I know it's kind of confusing. We have one that says AMA questions, but we set up one specifically for this AMA with Cosmic Universe. So please use that one for your questions. But somebody did ask a question. My question for the AMA is about onboarding new players. I come from areas that are not rich at all, and an investment is a lot for them. Right now, the cheapest wizard and land would cost near $320 to enter the game. I know that incentives to earn money should be what brings players in, but it turns a lot of people off seeing that price tag for a game. How do you plan to onboard new players over a 1 to 2 or 5 year plan? Also, if 70,000 players is the max so far, what happens when you cap out at 70,000 and most of it is players that have multiple lands and wizards? That was a lot.
Do you want to go, Rhythm?
That's a great question. Did you want to go first, Rip? Or
No, you're right. You go.
So I guess I'll address the first part that that you mentioned. That was the cost of things. Right now, you have to buy everything secondhand since Wizards and Wizardland both minted out. So right now, people who minted their Wizards for 351 tokens, they're selling them. I think the floor on NFT key is like 750-ish right now. So like people are, I guess, selling some for profits and stuff, and that's to be expected. But I think when future races come out, you're going to be able to mint them yourself. So whatever the price is for those races, like whenever the land comes out, you're not going to have to buy it on the secondary market necessarily. If you're able to mint it initially, so that should make it more accessible to people that especially if you're like interested in getting like a Forest of Whimsy plot. Like they are prohibitively expensive. Like it's over $1,000 on both NFT Key and the native marketplace. So yeah, it's definitely not something that a lot of people are going to be able to go and actually pick many plots of that up right now. But maybe when elves come out, there will be a type of like one of the different spots on the map will probably be really interesting to you, and maybe you'll have a much better chance at like actually getting it for whatever the mint price is. So yeah, that's something that I think a lot of people should be looking forward to, especially if you weren't whitelisted for the initial land sale. We're definitely going to make sure that people have a much better chance of getting lands at a reasonable price this next time. And then as far as the like capping out at 70,000, we're not sure exactly how things are going to go. Like we're not going to release things unless there's actually a demand for it. So like if there's a demand for it, we'll figure something out. Like I think a lot of the stuff we can kind of speculate as to like what may or may not happen, but I mean 70,000 is quite a lot. So if we get there, it's possible we could end up coming up with even more races or something like that, or expansions, or I don't know. We haven't really even talked about that. So yeah, but there's definitely things we could do.
We've got plans, loose plans to have other planets apart from Krypton. So the Ravers is one. So we will continue to expand out in other planets if, like Rhythm said, the demand is there. But I mean, we've got to build the game first.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's tough to really talk about those kinds of things until we see what the initial demand is going to be. Because, you know, obviously, if there's a lot of people that try to enter into the game as soon as it launches and it's super successful, then that's going to be one thing. But if you've got, you know, less than 1,000 people who own all of the land on these land plots, then is it really feasible to go above and beyond that 70,000 cap? I don't really know. So I think that's smart to play it by ear in that aspect. Like, just wait and see how it goes.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
it's
I
like
think the
sorry,
community might end up even having a say in some of that stuff. It really just depends how things play out.
yeah.
Rip, did you want to add to that? There were also a couple of other questions that we didn't really touch on yet in that question.
Yeah, it was a lot.
All I was going to say was it's just like any other project. Like, it just depends when the demand is there and to when we scale it. So, like, if we get to 70,000 and there's another like 30,000 people that want to play, then we're obviously going to be scaling it to include those players and give them the opportunity as well.
That, I mean, to talk about that too, you have to really think about the infrastructure required for that many people. Like, there's so much that will go into building something that's available to that many people all at once.
Yep.
That is a huge consideration. There's at some point we're gonna have to like really consider like how much we can have in the same area, and I think a lot of the like pre-alpha and alpha testing, we're gonna really hopefully get a chance to like hit it kind of hard and see like everything that we can actually handle with the servers and all that. But yeah, games like WoW, I mean, you don't really get much more than what, like maybe 10,000 players on a server at the same time. So yeah, it's a lot. There's not going to be quite as much going on in terms of like NPCs spawning and players attacking them and all that stuff. Like, it's going to be more so like gathering type stuff and everything. So hopefully, it won't be. Hopefully, we can actually get more players in the same world than a lot of games that are out there right now. But we're just going to have to do our best with optimizing things. And yeah, obviously, having like a sharded approach is not ideal, but we're going to have the different islands that are separated from each other and stuff. So that might just take care of it itself as well.
Yeah, you could definitely run those on different servers.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll certainly do that, and probably on multiple servers. But so yeah, that was actually one of the questions, was how many players max do you see in the ecosystem for Cosmic Universe? I mean, I don't know. Like, we'll have to see. So the community, it's kind of hard to imagine some of the stuff that's already like happened with this project. Like, when we were minting Wizards, it would have seemed impossible to imagine that our land sale would like mint out within like a minute or so from like the start of the public sale. Like, we had no idea this project was going to like take off the way that it did when it did. So yeah, like, it could blow up completely, and we could have like over 100,000 people interested in playing this game concurrently at the same time, or it could just be similar to what the community is right now and just kind of grow more linearly, and that would certainly be easier for us to keep up with, and the prices would stay lower for everyone. But like, it it's going to be fun for sure, seeing the community grow, and I think there's definitely some opportunities for us to kind of expand into other communities that we haven't really tapped into yet. So yeah, I think I could see us definitely minting out the 70,000 character NFTs that we're currently planning. Um, I, obviously no one can make any promises, but yeah, I can definitely see that happening.
And also, I would like to point out, like, I know that you Cosmic Tide, you talked about the price for entry, like the barrier to entry for this game. And I do want to point out that there are going to be scholarship programs available for people who can't afford that barrier to entry. That's something that Blizz has like talked about quite a lot, actually. So stuff like that will be available. Let's go ahead and move on to some more questions because we're kind of getting short on time now. So Joe Goodman said, "Great to hear we're moving into Unreal Engine 5. Does this mean the world will be loaded in full with details? And if so, how does that work with people building homes and other things?"
So there's going to be some different graphics options that you can have, like in a lot of games, there's like view distance type settings that you can set that will, determine how far out it actually renders for you. Um, so that'll have like a significant performance impact on like running the game. So it really depends what the specs of your machine are. So I don't think the full world would like load for anyone. I wouldn't imagine. I mean, the world is like huge. Just the island itself is gigantic. So I can't imagine we would have any settings that like anyone would actually see like the whole thing. But yeah, it's something that you'll be able to configure.
Yeah, I mean, if you've played any other types of games, Joe, you probably know like what rendering is and like render distances and all of that, especially with MMOs and RPGs and stuff like that. Like when I think of like building though, we're talking about building in a game. I think of like a game like Rust. You're not capable of seeing to the other end of an island based on what people have built. Usually it's whenever you get closer to those structures that you can see them. And that's probably going to be similar here based on the performance of your machine.
So with Unreal Engine 5, that should improve. So Unreal Engine 5 comes with a new feature called nanites, or nanite virtualized geometry, and that allows for longer view distances. So it's sort of, I don't know exactly how it works, but it meshes polygons together when they're further away, so that it loads even when it's further away. And as you get closer to it or zoom in towards it, it separates that into more polys, so that it adds the detail that you wouldn't see from a distance anyway. And then when you get close, you see it as if it was there the whole time. So that's definitely an improvement from Unreal Engine 5 over Unreal Engine 4.
That's awesome. I didn't know that about Unreal Engine 5. That's super cool.
Yeah, it's going to be really cool. There's really cool stuff in 5, and I didn't even use it, and this is just what I've learned in the last few days.
That's dope. So Ghostwriter asked, "What will a conservative price?" Oh, I don't think we can talk about
Yeah, I don't think we're
token
gonna be
price. Yeah.
touching on that because that's a landmine.
Yeah. Delphos asked, "Any plans to try to make Magic deflationary as possible through burning in-game or other utility? And later on, is the team looking at expanding the game onto other blockchains like other projects?"
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. You can go ahead, Rip.
Okay. Magic deflationary Yes. So that is already part of the plan to have a percentage of magic that is spent within the game be burnt so that it's deflationary. So that's definitely part of it. We haven't worked out all the details of that as of now, but that will be part of it. And the expanding onto other blockchains, that is possible, likely, maybe happening. It's definitely something that we're open to. Wiz has talked about that pretty publicly, that he's been approached by other blockchains to have discussions. But yeah, it's definitely something that will happen down the road if it happens.
Heck yeah. That's awesome. I definitely think that like cross-chain and multi-chain is the future of crypto. I really do. Because it really builds an even larger community for your project. It's like you've got some people that are so dedicated to one blockchain that they'll never move to another. So if you can get other people on other blockchains interested in your project, I really don't see the downsides to that.
Yeah, actually, earlier I was kind of cryptically hinting at some untapped potential in various communities that we haven't really gotten involved in, and that's very much one of the things that I was talking about with that. I just didn't. We haven't really decided on anything, and we haven't really made anything public or official yet. So there's definitely some details there that we don't know yet, and also like we're not really ready to share yet. But yeah, that's definitely an exciting thing with a lot of projects is like going cross chain, exposing to very very different types of communities and different people, and making it a more comfortable experience for people who are just have a preference for whatever chains they're more comfortable and more familiar with.
Dude, my head is about to explode with that statement, Rhythm. Like, okay, are you talking about like PvP between like different blockchains? Is that what you're telling me right now?
I'm not saying anything like that. I don't know about all that. I mean, anything could happen. I think ideally, if we did go cross chain, we would like to have everyone kind of be like a first class citizen. So hopefully, it would be something like everyone has like a very similar experience of playing the game and stuff. That being said, I'm sure a lot of the guilds would be very tightly knit and kind of, at least initially, they would probably be based on like the communities those people came from, which are largely blockchain specific. So I don't know that it would necessarily be like one blockchain versus another, but like it could end up kind of playing out that way depending on just how the people kind of naturally congregate. But we're on Harmony right now. That's it right for us. So I mean,
Yeah, dude. Let
the future,
Harmonauts.
I don't know what's in store, but
Yeah.
I mean the whole thing with Harmony is Harmony, like bridging to other chains and uh, just being cross compatible and stuff. So it's definitely a very Harmony type thing to do to go cross chain, but we definitely have not locked anything in with that yet.
Yeah, I also feel like there's like some harmony in the idea of like drop kicking some polygoners right in the mouth too, dude. Like I think there's a lot of harmony in that. That'd be super cool.
That's awesome.
Okay, so Skirt asked, are there going to be any DAO-like structures implemented in any part of the project? Can I actually answer this question?
Go for it.
Like a part of this. So you guys can expand on this, but as far as Cerebral Gaming goes, like we obviously have part of our company as a DAO, and with our partnership with Cosmic Universe, we're actually going to be getting a building in the main city of the game that is going to be for our guild, for our project, and it's going to be dedicated to us. Like I am super pumped about this. And I don't know if I'm actually allowed to talk about this at all. but yeah, like there will be structures as far as that goes, because I know that other projects are probably going to be doing the same thing on Cosmic Universe, where like if they're partnered, they'll get some sort of affiliation with their project implemented into the game. But I don't know specifically about like just having DAOs. Like maybe you guys could mention a little bit more about that.
So we do have the like the snapshot DAO for Cosmic Universe. We originally voted on Discord, I believe, for there was like a vote to either like hold our land sale. I think it was like February 5th or something, or like delay it. So we're going to be doing some of that kind of stuff in our snapshot system. We also have a Cosmic DAO that is mostly just early people or people who were like on the actual like Cosmic team and stuff. And we voted for the migration to a new Cosmic token that's going to be available soon. So we've used that one for stuff like that. I don't know that there's necessarily plans for like more community type DAO things. Um, that's something I'm sure that like if you have any suggestions or recommendations, feel free to pop over into our Discord server and kind of explain what your thoughts are. And we're very interested in hearing what you guys have to say and what your ideas are, because we're building this for everyone to enjoy. So I'm sure there are probably some really good ideas for things that can be done with DAOs, but I don't know of any additional ones we're planning.
Okay, cool. I mean, I'm just really
What Rhythm
excited.
said.
What's up, Rip?
I just said what Rhythm said.
Yeah. I'm just really excited about the structures in the main capital. Like I'm super pumped for that. Delphos asked how many people in your team. We actually already answered that at the beginning of the AMA. I'm gonna have a recording of this on our YouTube channel that you can go back and watch if you missed the first half. Is there going to be a grand exchange when the game launches, or are all items going to need an LP?
Yeah, I read that, and I'm not sure exactly what they mean by that question. So the main city of Enchanteria will have like a full financial district that will be essentially OneFi, but accessible in a 3D world. So the marketplace will be there, like OneFi, all of the LPs, single staking, whatever is on OneFi will be accessible within the game in the financial district. Right, so escrow. That's something we want to do, me in particularly. So hopefully.
Yeah, I think what they mean is like if you go to DeFi kingdoms, in order to be able to trade like one of the eggs that you get, like one of the eggs that you find from the professions, there has to be an LP available to do that. And most of the time there isn't. Is that going to be necessary for like items that are gathered in Cosmic Universe?
No. So what will happen, items that are gathered, so say you go and harvest a tree and you get wood, that will be a resource that's in your inventory. It won't be an NFT, it won't be a token of any kind at that point. If you want to sell that resource, there'll be a function where you can bundle it into an NFT. So you might bundle it with, say, 100 wood, and then you can put that NFT containing 100 wood onto the marketplace. Someone else will buy that, and then they can unbundle it within the game to 100 wood that they can then use for construction.
Awesome. That sounds super cool.
Yeah, so that'll be the same for all resources.
Yeah. So how much more time do you guys have?
I'm good. It's 10 a.m. for me, so I have about 12 more hours.
12 hours, wow.
What about you,
I
Rhythm?
mean, I can stick around a little more.
Okay. Then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open it up to anybody that wants to come up and share the mic and ask questions over voice. So we're going to cut off the text questions, and we're going to allow anybody that wants to jump up and grab the mic to do so. Really? Nobody wants to come up and talk.
Too shy.
Dang. Wait, where is who was it earlier that was trying to grab the mic? I don't even remember now.
Graylin.
Yes.
I think he went to bed. Oh no, that was Graham that went to bed.
Okay.
See him in here though.
Then we'll just keep going with a few more of the text questions. Delphos asked, will you be able to teleport in-game to the market and other useful places?
You will be able to teleport in-game. As to where and the details of that, and how often, whether there's a cooldown on it, how far you can go, what prerequisites you need to do it in the first place, like all of that is yet to be worked out, but teleporting is a thing.
Cool. All right. AA Free asked, did you guys reserve any of your NFTs for marketing?
We do
Enlighten
have
just touched on that one. That Wiz has kept some aside for marketing and giveaways and stuff.
Oh yeah. Okay. Delphos asked, what function will the 2D wizards serve once 3D wizards come out? Will they be an in-item game? Or will they be an item in-game?
Yeah, so this is something I think Rip kind of touched on. They aren't going to have any like real utility. There's going to be like you can hang them up in your house that you build, like on the walls and stuff, but or like potentially galleries or things like that. But they're not going to have any real like utility. I guess you can kind of think of them as bored apes or whatever, you know.
So they might be like they might be trophies later on, like down the line. Nostalgia.
Yeah.
All right. Skirt. I'm not really sure what you're asking here, man. Would it have the ability for looking for items at this price feature as opposed to only sellers asking for price?
So I think he's talking about like I think in New World their marketplace in game has the ability to you list as a buyer. So I'm wanting to buy 1,000 wood at this price, and then a seller might come along who has 1,000 wood and says, okay, I'll take that price, and then it's sort of the reverse of a standard marketplace. That's a cool idea. I haven't talked about that with anyone before, so I'm not sure whether that's something we're planning on or not. Actually, can you do me a favor? Can you put that on the feedback and suggestions channel in the Cosmic Universe Discord, and I'll ask Wiz about that.
Yeah, Skirt, go over to the Cosmic Universe Discord server and post that in there.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Really good. It's a good idea.
Yeah, hopefully none of the duping from New World comes over to Cosmic Universe as well, though, with that feature.
I didn't know that they had that problem. I didn't play it for very long.
Oh, dude. Okay. Yeah, I was about to stop you, like mid-sentence, and be like, we don't talk about that game here. Dude, I fucking hate that game. So everybody that was like super competitive in that game rage quit basically because everybody like that wasn't good at the game decided to dupe and make like infinite amount of gold. So yeah, I don't think that'll ever be a problem on something like Cosmic Universe where like you can basically see every transaction on the blockchain. But yeah, that was infuriating on New World.
Sounds frustrating.
Yeah, we'll hold off on implementing that feature.
What purpose will building on land have? Will this benefit the player in any way relating to receiving more items or value in stake? Yeah, that's exactly what you're going to be doing with your land.
So buildings will have different functions depending on what you build. I think we've talked about before the different land specializations. So land will be, one of three specializations that will have like residential, some kind of commercial, although we're not necessarily calling it that, and industrial. So the type of building that you can build on your land will be dependent on the specialization that you select for your land. And then those buildings will have different effects as well. So we're still working out how that all ties together and the relationships between the buildings and the land specializations and all of the functions, but every building will have some function, whether that's to give you some kind of increased return, whether that is to provide access to some other feature in the game that I won't mention yet. Yeah, there's a purpose to every building is the point that I'm making.
Awesome. Yeah, so Delphos, Shan just answered your question there. He is an American, but he does live over in Asia, and so it's very difficult to get him on a call when you're an American because very different time zones.
It's 7 a.m. for him now.
Yeah. Like it seems like so he and I tried to get together for a meeting one time and it took us like 6 days because we were always on the exact opposite schedule of one another. But yeah, I think I think Enlightened hit the nail on the head. You guys represented Cosmic Universe really well here tonight. Thank you guys so much for spending your time with us. We really do appreciate it, and we're super stoked about our partnership with you guys. Like, this is honestly like one of my favorite partnerships that we have right now at Cerebral Gaming because it's a project that I'm passionate about, and I know that you guys have an amazing community surrounding your project. So thank you for giving us your time this evening so much.
No worries. Happy to be here. Yeah, it was really good.
It's a pleasure. Great questions. Really appreciate everyone for coming.
Giveaway. You know what? Everybody type in chat 1 right now, and I'll do a giveaway of a wizard. I feel like there was probably a better way I could have done this.
You could have typed 1 and had everyone react to it.
Oh, that would have been so much smarter.
This works. No, it's too late. It's too late. That's not possible anymore.
We've come too far.
Yeah, we're committed.
All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna give everybody about 10 more seconds. If you haven't already typed one in the chat, do so now for a giveaway. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like spin my mouse around, and wherever it stops, whatever message it stops on is gonna be the winner. All right. AA free. AA free. Send me your OX address and I will send you a cosmic wizard. GG, my dude. So DM Crypto Clay and I will I'll send you a cosmic wizard, man. Again, Cosmic Universe team, Rhythm, Riptide, Shan, I really do appreciate you guys coming and chatting with us tonight.
No worries.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys. Talk to you later.
Suck it.